Welcome back to this week's Real Country File. It isn't raining at the moment. We've got the combine out, but only because we've got the seed dresser set up in the shed. Thanks to everyone that subscribed recently. We're hoping the dry weather's going to continue, hence why we're cleaning more seed to go and patch up some ground. Anyway, this week's episode is sponsored by Harlequin Tanks. So you might have heard of them before. They make big diesel tanks like this one. I think we've had it about 15 years. AdBlue tanks, and also these. Now, we've been sent this to try. Basically, it is fuel Bowser tank. So, in fact, yeah, it is called a Bowser. This is 440 litres, but they do one half the size. It's got slots underneath for the forklift, and then obviously you can strap it down easily in a pickup, back of your car, whichever. This one has a 12 volt pump, but you can get a 24 volt pump. And the hose is massive. I think it's 5 metres long. There's the battery clips as well. You obviously fill it up through that bit, and then it turns itself off as well when the machine's full, rather than spilling it. It's a lot better than using cans and funnels. You can also have a hand pump if you've not got a battery nearby, and it all screws together dead easy. You just got these sort of hand clips, and then that is a digital flow meter. So it's not on this one at the moment, but we'll put it on this one as well, and then we can meter how much fuel we're putting in each machine. So at harvest, like the combine, you take it out with a pickup and refuel it very easily. So these are the strapping points here, so you can put straps over, and then obviously the lid flops back over. 50 litres a minute from the pump. You can put in it diesel, HVO, AdBlue, and best of all, it's got a 5-year guarantee on it. I think we're going to use it with the electric pump though, because everything we're going to fill up is going to have a battery on it somewhere. So I don't think we'll use the hand rotary one, but I can understand if you were going filling something up that's not got a battery on, that'd be quite handy. Anyway, coming up today, Fenland Farmers. So we're going to speak to them, see how they're getting on with the wet weather, and then we're also going to speak to Angela, that's been in a ploughing match, talking to a guy that recovers machinery that's been stuck or had an accident. So anyway, over to Fenland Farmers.
Hello, the Real Country File. I'm Daniel, and my sister is behind the camera, Anna, and we're just going to talk about how our spring is going, shall we say?
We might need to be a bit louder because it is a bit windy out here. Sorry guys.
Yeah, spring is kind of not here yet, but it still feels like, I mean, I am in my wellies as well, so I feel like a real farmer. It's just impossible at the minute. I've still got some winter wheat. I've tried it, winter wheat. I've drilled winter wheat mid-March before and got 2 tonne an acre out of it. It just depends whether or not we get a frost in when it comes up, you know. So there's a possibility we could get a frost in April.
Which you want?
Which is what I need on the winter wheat to get it to produce a head. But as you will see in a second, the bits I want to plant my winter wheat is still underwater. So it's kind of non-existent really. I think I'm going to have to bite the bullet and put it into an SFI thing, but I'm really reluctant to do any of that. Paying you to not grow food is not why I'm a farmer.
It's not actually too bad, considering when you go out for a drive and you see how many fields are still really underwater. Yeah. Like that's kind of not too bad. It's still quite a hench patch. It still feels real, like it's like slush underneath, isn't it? Yeah. It's like marshland. You can see all the water laying up the roads. Like Cookie was saying, Cheerful Cookie's your agronomist?
Our agronomist, and he is at the point of sectioning himself, I think. If he didn't beforehand, because he has to deal with us lot, he is now, because everyone wants to get on and start putting fertiliser and nutrients and stuff on the crops, and nobody can get on. Be interested in the comments how much people have lost through flooding. Now, this is a flooded bit of my field. You can see I've got to try and get fertiliser and nutrition on there, but there is no way. Look, I can't even dig my heels into it.
That's that.
So there's no hope with that. You might be able to see in the distance over there, I did have an attempt. I had to go with the big 5.4
right there.
Yeah, and now the trenches that I put down there are now filled up with water. So freedom flying over.
Right at the wrong time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And then I'm trying to do some filming.
How dare they?
Yeah. What do you do in a field like this? There's a big 60% of this field has not got any nutrition on it. I managed to go around the outside of it, and then where I did try and go through the middle there, it's now filled up with water. So me two trenches, the trouble with having 710s on your sprayer is it just makes such a mess.
Let's try and get somewhere out of the wind.
Yeah, how's that? Is that better?
I don't know. Yeah, a bit better.
Yeah, so Cookie's saying everywhere's got yellow rust issues going on now, septoria issues with the wheat going on. He was saying about all the root system and stuff all going black. They've been sat in that. Wheat has been sat in it as well. You know, the roots have been sat in so much water for so long that I'm amazed this field is still alive, really. And
it's very like, if we turn around, look, all the it all kind of is starting to go a bit like that now, isn't it?
you can't see the field over the other side there. I drilled
much.
that after with sugar beet and stuff, and then it's done nothing but rain, so the middle of the field is all flooded out.
Yeah. You
See your hole over there? Suggesting to have some skyfall planted in it. It's still underwater. Not only is it pushing spring drilling back, I mean some people are drilling some spring crops, I know, but it's also pushing the root crops and stuff back. People want to plant sugar beet, people want to plant spuds and stuff. The Sandyland boys and people like that, they want to get their sugar beet in now. But one, it's too cold, and two, it's too damn wet. Even with a week of dry weather, I still will struggle on this field to get any sort of fertiliser or anything on this field. So yeah, a bit depressed at the minute. I hope watching Fenland Farming Adventures cheers you up a little bit, because I need to do something that cheers me up a bit, that's for sure. So thanks for watching The Real Country File, guys. Give you an update when we start with some actual work on the fields.
Keep on trotting.
Keep on trotting, boys.
Okay, so here at the Whitchurch Ploughing Match, we've had a great day. It's been a bit of a windy and cold day, but I've come into the protective tent here with Joe Millington that runs J&R Millington Off-Road Haulage. And Joe, you've got some fantastic but very stressful looking photographs here actually. So can you just tell us, for example, in this scenario here, what actually happened?
He was topping the moss and the gorse for the grouse to feed and got stuck. That's on the top of the Snake Pass by the Lady Bower pub.
Gosh.
We were there, I think we arrived on site at 7 o'clock in the morning and we left at 11 o'clock at night.
Oh, crikey.
We did.
And I'm guessing that anybody that you have to go and recover is in sort of quite an anxious or stressful state, are they? So how do you deal with people when you arrive?
There's two types of different drivers. You get the drivers who think they're brilliant and think they can do everything, and you get the drivers who are genuinely upset that they've got stuck and embarrassed about it. They'll do everything they can to help you and do what they want, whereas the people who just think they're brilliant will try and tell you how to do your job when you get there.
Right.
And it's just a case of working out which is which, and it's very easy when you first get there to find out which is which, and then you just got to know how to deal with them,
to handle
it when
absolutely.
you get there. Yes,
because it's a really sort of tense and stressful scenario.
Yeah.
Gosh, okay.
Yeah.
But presumably, I would imagine that most people would be absolutely over the moon and relieved to see you when you actually arrive there.
Yeah,
it's
when
like,
we get
God,
there,
the cavalry's here.
Yeah.
That's it. And this tractor and tanker here, tell us what that scenario involves.
He was tanking across a bank, and the wheel of the tanker dropped into a badger set and rolled it straight over. The tank went over twice, and the tractor went down onto its side, and it slid down the bank, probably 20-30 feet, down sideways. Driver was all right, he come out fine. We rolled the tank back over. As it went over, it broke the valve off the side of the tank and emptied it, which was good for us because it made things a lot easier for us to get it back up. But we come up, Tank was all right, put a new valve onto it and he was back working the following day, but the tractor was a complete write-off. Roll cage did its job, saved the driver, but it wrote the tractor off.
Yeah, I suppose that's the thing at the end of the day is, you know, these are machines, but it's a person. As long as people can get out the cab and walk away.
Walk away, yeah.
Then that's a successful
that's the main thing.
Scenario.
Yeah, yeah.
So and you've got a couple of pieces of equipment here at the showground today.
Yeah.
So is it tractor and a winch?
Tractor and winch here today.
That you're showing. How old is this piece of equipment here that you've got? Has this been well used?
Yeah, the winch we built ourselves, built everything up ourselves and made the anchor and the frame up. The winch I think is around about 2005, something like that, the age of the winches.
Right.
We built it up about 3 years ago.
Okay.
Did. And
so this attaches to.
Yeah,
what?
we've got your main winch here with the rope that goes out and attaches to it. You've got snatch block here which doubles your pull. So we can put, so if we've not got enough pull with the winch, we can attach that to the vehicle which is stuck, run it through the pulley block and back to the winch or to something else, and that doubles the pull.
Oh, I see.
Like it gives you, it halves the speed and it doubles the pull. Right. So this is a 25-ton winch. So if we put one snatch block into it, it then gives you 50 ton of pull.
Okay, right. And then so this bit
that
here
digs into the ground as an anchor.
So that the tractor is stable.
Yeah, stable. Yeah.
Okay, right. Yeah, very good. And has this ever let you down?
Nope. Touch wood. We've always won.
Yeah. So you've not been defeated.
Not been defeated yet.
Excellent.
No,
oh, well,
not been defeated yet.
That's good to hear. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll put your the details, because you have a YouTube channel as well, don't you? So we'll put the details of that on our video, and then anybody else that wants to see some horrific but nicely concluded experiences of where machines have got stuck, then they can have a look at you on the YouTube channel, can't they?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
That's probably about all for this week. Thanks to everyone that's watching. Thanks again to Harlequin that have sponsored this week's episode. And I think as well, if you order one of their tanks before July, they'll give you a free padlock as well. So thanks again to them. Thanks to Fenland Farmers, and hope you've enjoyed it. If you have made it this far, click like, and we'll see you all next time.